Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are doing the Shrine of Secrets review for the 1st of August 2023. Nicolas Cage is now out, and it's pretty crazy. I can't really get over it, to be honest, because I feel like even if you told someone even last year that that would happen, I don't think they'd believe you. And also last night we got an announcement of the next chapter, the fully fledged chapter, which is going to be with Alien. It's going to have Xenomorph and Ellen Ripley, and that's crazy. Again, I can't believe that's actually happening. That's been like flowing about for like years, and people wanting that and being like, "Oh, it's such the obvious choice," but we're actually getting it. And I think next week it's the PTB, and then I think at the end of the month it will officially come out. So that's really exciting, actually. That's really cool. But anyway, here we are back with a Shrine review. Let's get started. First of all, we have Blood Pact, which is a Shell perk, and this perk is to do with the Obsession. If you or the Obsession are injured, you can see each other's auras, same way as like Aftercare works. Basically, after you complete a healing action on the Obsession or vice versa, you both gain a 7% haste status effect until you leave 60-meter range of each other. It also reduces the odds of being the Obsession, and then doesn't even work if you are the Obsession, which I don't really get that. But you know what? I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I mean, like, sure, I can, whatever. You know what I mean? Yes. So basically, it's like that new Talita perk that came out, where it's actually pretty much the same thing. I think I even said that before when I reviewed that perk, but anyway, it's like a fun perk. I think it's just more of like a niche one that you use with like friends and teammates to have like some laughs, because I think with solo queue, this is really like difficult. Um, it's the same thing happens like when I play against Deathbound, which that doesn't happen a lot. But when I play against Deathbound, you have to stay within that area to like not go oblivious. I don't think, because I'm solo queue and also they're probably solo queue, I don't think they really care a whole lot. So we end up just breaking that distance anyway, and then we become oblivious. I feel like it's the same thing with this, that you'll do that and then you'll both see that you got haste. But to be honest, they might not care a whole lot. And they probably just want to do their own thing, to be honest. So they'll probably just leave that. 60 meters is not that far. So I feel like even if you are trying to stay together, you might just break that anyway, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think it's best with teammates and like friends to do it with. But I think if you're trying to use a solo queue, it's not going to work. And you have to really commit to that as well. Like, it does last. Like, if you stay about 60 meters, it lasts literally until that breaks. So I don't know, I guess if you're ready to like just follow this teammate around for a bit and just basically just stay on top of them the entire time, then sure. But I think otherwise it's just, I don't know, it's decent, I guess, but I don't really like it a whole lot personally. Next up, we have Knockout, which is a cannibal perk. This perk has, so when you put survivors in a dying state, they're survivors. The auras are not revealed to other survivors. They also crawl slower, they get blindness for a bit, their recovery speed gets reduced, and yeah, it basically just hides where they are. So it's, you slug them basically. You hit them, you leave them on the ground, and teammates can't find them, and they struggle to get themselves up or get help. So again, I feel like it's decent. It's not great because I feel like again, solo queue, it is great against solo queue because you can't. There's no way to like tell the teammates that where you are or describe where you are or anything. They have to either just be really close by, or they just have to wait until, you know, um, they can see you again, or if you get picked up, or if they have, I don't know, something aftercare or something. But I feel like with teams, this really doesn't help because you can try and slug them, but if you're on comms, then you can obviously just tell your teammates and friends where you are. So I feel like it doesn't really work against that. Again, solo queue, like I said, it's great, but I feel like against teams, which you're probably playing against a decent amount. I play against teams a decent amount, but I feel like it doesn't really do a whole lot for that. And I think it's decent on its own. I feel like again, it's just something you have to kind of use with other things and maybe certain killers and add-ons and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think it's like great and amazing, but I think it's not like terrible. Like it does work. Like I said, against solo queue. I just think, I don't know. There's probably better perks to use in that slot, to be honest. Next we have Coup de Grace, which is a twins perk. This actually just got buffed very recently, so this is actually a lot more worth to buy now. Basically, every time a generator gets completed, you get 2 tokens. It used to be just once, but now you get 2, with a maximum of 5 tokens maximum. And then when you consume a token, your next lunge gets increased by 80%. So basically, as long as you can gain stacks and preserve stacks, you have basically a lethal weapon with you at all times because 80% lunge is absolutely crazy. You've probably seen some clips and videos or even experienced it where, killers can go all the way around like a pallet loop or something and just down you or hit you because 80%, like I said, is crazy. And especially because it just got buffed. So now you get 2 tokens instead of 1, which means, there's more chance to use it and you'll get more value out of each game. I feel like the only thing with this perk is that obviously you have to try and preserve stacks. I don't use this perk solely because I lunge all the time. So I feel like for me it'd be really difficult because you have to just get right up to them and just smack them. Which obviously I can do and I do, but I feel like most of the time I just lunge and I feel like sometimes use lunge by accident, which I think would kind of ruin it. And again, that's literally the only reason I don't use this perk. Other than that, I actually really like it, and I really love playing against it. I always love seeing, like, I don't know, a ghost face or something just absolutely lunge halfway across the tile and just down me. Because I don't even get mad. I'm just like, fair enough, that's brilliant. So it's fun, it's decent, and I quite like it, actually. So, yeah, and it's more worth to get now, like I said. And finally, we have Quick and Quiet, which is a Meg perk. I'm just going to not really say much about this because Meg's a free character and you should just level up Meg and just get all over other perks because they're great. But this one has your fast vaults and fast vaults out of lockers and everything gets reduced by 100%. It doesn't make any noise and then it goes on cooldown for 20 seconds. Again, I think like it's decent. I don't think it's great because if the killer has line of sight of you, then it doesn't do a whole lot. But I feel like it's sometimes if you manage to get around a corner quick enough, you could kind of throw them off. You could combine it with like Dance With Me or Head On or Self-Aware to kind of see where you're going and see if the killer's going to lose you or not. But I quite like it. I think, again, it's decent. It's not amazing, but I feel like you'll get value out of it every once in a while, Sometimes there'll be times where, you'll definitely get that. I think this is also really good for like Spirit because Spirit can't see survivors when she faces. I feel like it's just specifically good against her because you can kind of throw them off a bit. Yeah, I quite like it. Okay, which ones to buy? I would say honestly Coup de Grace because honestly it just got buffed, like I said, and it's a lot more worth it now. I feel like if you're okay with self-control and trying to preserve stacks, this is absolutely for you. I feel like not every killer can benefit from this, but I feel like most can. I feel like you probably could use this on any killer, to be honest, but I feel like some killers, with their powers and stuff, for lunge doesn't do a whole lot. But yeah, I just love it personally. Like I said, I don't use it all the time, and I wish I could use it more. It's just because I just lunge naturally anyway, so I probably just not use this perk to its full potential. Knockout is okay. Like I said, it's decent. It gets the job done if you're playing against solo queue, which, it's kind of hard to tell. I guess in a lobby sometimes you can, but I feel like most of the time it's kind of 50-50. I feel like, they're just going to be able to say, oh, yeah, he's down me, Killer Shack, can you come get me? And then, your perk's not doing anything. Blood Pact, I feel like it's just a weird one. It's just kind of complicated. It's not really complicated, but like, you have to try and stay bound to the survivor a bit. And, you have to kind of adjust your play style to kind of just hang around with them to just get like, again, 7% haste is nice, but I don't know. It's up to you if you think it's worth it by just following a teammate for the whole match and then try not to stay out of 60 meters of each other. Guys, that's going to do it from me. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found this useful. I'm going to try and do a gameplay video this week because I want to do one again on a killer. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one.